Good morning, and it's hump day. Mike. So happy Wednesday. It's already halfway through June. How did that happen? So during Leadership Academy, I was in a position where I was telling a story about my daughter and I. And there was a lesson behind the story. There was a reason behind it. I've actually told the story several times before, but while I tell the story, I get emotional. And so I got done telling the story, and then we, went on with our thing. And then later on that day, one of the people in my room asked me the question how I did that. And I caused me to pause. I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, how did you allow yourself to tell the story like that and to be vulnerable and to be emotional?" And the question took me by surprise, because to me, I was like, how could you not tell the story like that? That's the truth. And so I started to think about it, and the person that asked me that question was younger, and I know that there's something with the next generation about guys who cry and this and that and blah 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 blah. But the lesson of the story that I said to the person was this: authenticity doesn't guarantee success, but inauthenticity guarantees failure. That if you're going to influence anybody, if you're going to be a leader in any fashion or influence anybody, you've got to be your authentic self. I was on TV yesterday talking about the Johnny Depp trial, and clearly one person in that trial came across as completely authentic, and one person in that trial came across as completely inauthentic. Now, they're actors, so maybe they were acting when they did that, but I doubt it. And the person who's authentic is going to carry the day all the time. So if you're going to influence anybody, including yourself, if you're going to influence anybody in any fashion, whether it's yourself, spouse, kid, business partner, whatever it is, if you're not your authentic self, you're not going to have a chance of having success. It's just not going to work. I learned early on in dealing with juries that if the jury didn't resonate with my client, it didn't really matter what I did. I could do all kinds of great stuff and it didn't matter. The jury had to resonate with my client. My client had to be their authentic self. It doesn't mean they got to be smooth or polished or professional. It doesn't mean any of that. It doesn't mean they have to look good. It doesn't mean any of that stuff. It means they have to come from the heart and be authentic. So the lesson for today: authenticity doesn't guarantee success, but inauthenticity guarantees failure. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.